Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into one of the most incredible human experiences there is, childbirth. Now, we often see it portrayed as this one single dramatic moment, but in reality, it's a beautifully structured journey. So, we're going to break down the whole thing, step by step, to really understand what's happening during the stages of labor.
So what really happens during childbirth? It's a question a lot of us have, right? In the movies, it's all just one chaotic, overwhelming event. But the truth is, it's a way more intricate and honestly fascinating process. It's really a story about physiology, about endurance, and about some incredible teamwork. Let's see how that journey unfolds. All right, here's our roadmap for this explainer. We're going to kick things off right at the beginning, when labor officially starts. Then we'll walk through the three main stages: the opening, the birth, and the aftermath. And to wrap it all up, we'll meet the expert medical team that helps guide this whole incredible process. Okay, let's start the journey. But first things first, we need to get on the same page about what the word labor actually means, because it's a little bit more than you might think.
So, get this. According to our source material, labor isn't just about the baby being born. It's this whole physiological process that, yes, includes the birth, but also the delivery of the placenta, and it even kicks off lactation. It's a total, full-body event designed not just to bring a new life into the world, but to get everything ready to sustain it too.
Now we're at stage 1, the opening. This is the big one, often the longest part of the whole journey. It's where the body is doing all this amazing methodical prep work, taking you from those very first contractions all the way to what's known as full dilation.
And this first stage is actually split into two parts. First up, you've got the latent phase. Think of this as early labor. This is where you start getting regular contractions, and the cervix opens up to about 3 or 4 centimeters. Then, things really kick into a higher gear with the active phase. This is where that dilation speeds up, taking you all the way to 10 centimeters, which is the magic number for birth.
Okay, so while all that opening or dilating is happening, there's another really key process going on called effacement. The best way to picture this is to think of the cervix like the neck of a turtleneck sweater. Effacement is the process of that turtleneck getting shorter and thinner, getting ready to stretch open. It's just a perfect example of how the body so cleverly prepares itself.
So you might be wondering, what's the pace like here? Well, during that active phase, the cervix typically opens up at a rate of about 1 centimeter per hour. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, right? Just this steady, measurable progress, all powered by the body's own internal rhythm.
And all that preparation, all that work in stage 1, it all leads to this. Stage 2, the birth. This is it. This is the moment everyone's been waiting for, the arrival of the baby.
Now, just like stage 1, this one has 2 phases as well. It starts with what's called the passive phase. The cervix is totally open, but that overwhelming urge to push hasn't kicked in yet. The body's just using gravity and contractions to let the baby descend. And then, the active phase begins. This gets triggered when the baby's head reaches the pelvic floor, which causes this powerful, totally involuntary urge to push.
And that urge to push, it's called bearing down. And it isn't just a choice. It's not someone deciding, okay, time to push. No, it's an involuntary reflex. It's triggered by the baby's position. The body just knows exactly what to do and completely takes over. It's an amazing piece of our built-in physiological programming.
But wait, the journey isn't quite over when the baby arrives. We then enter stage 3, the aftermath. And this is a final, super crucial step. It's all about delivering the placenta, that amazing organ that sustained the baby for the entire pregnancy.
This last stage is usually pretty quick. We're talking about 5 to 10 minutes, typically. Now, if it takes longer than 30 minutes, even with the medical team helping things along, that's when it's considered prolonged.
So, we've pretty much covered the what of labor, this incredible physiological process. Now let's talk about the who, because it takes a whole team of experts to guide this journey safely.
And it is absolutely a team effort. You've got midwives, obstetricians, anesthetists. You've got baby specialists like neonatologists or pediatricians. You'll often even have a scribe there just to keep a detailed record of everything. Every single person has a specific and vital role.
So in a straightforward, uncomplicated labor, who's the main guide? That would be the midwife. They are the ones providing that continuous, one-to-one support, keeping a close eye on both mom and baby, and really managing the whole process from start to finish.
Right, so that's the ideal path. But what happens if the journey takes an unexpected turn? What if things don't go exactly to plan?
Well, this is where the amazing partnership between the midwife and the obstetrician really shines. The midwife, you see, is the expert in normal labor. But if things get a bit more complicated, maybe progress slows down, or there's a concern about the baby, that's when the obstetrician, who is a medical doctor specializing in childbirth, steps in to take the lead.
So what's in their toolkit? What can an obstetrician do to help out? Well, they have a few key interventions. They can use a medication called oxytocin to help strengthen contractions. They can take a tiny blood sample from the baby's scalp to check on oxygen levels. They might need to assist the birth using instruments like forceps or a little suction cup called a ventouse. And of course, if necessary, they can perform a cesarean section.
Then you've got the anesthesists, and they have two really critical roles. First, they are the experts in pain management. They're the ones who provide things like epidurals. But just as importantly, they are absolutely vital in an emergency, ready to step in and make sure the mother is stable and safe through any unexpected procedure.
And who's looking out for the baby if there are any concerns? That would be the neonatologist. They are the baby's specialist doctor, right there in the room, ready to provide immediate medical care or even life support from the very second the baby is born. So when you step back and look at the whole picture, it just becomes so incredibly clear. Birth is this powerful collaboration. It's like a beautiful dance between this natural, profound physiological process and an expert caring team that is ready to support it every single step of the way.
And that really brings us to the end of our explainer. It kind of leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? Knowing about this incredible teamwork, this safety net, how does it change the way we see the journey of birth? It's a powerful reminder that it's both a completely natural process and a medical marvel, all happening at the very same time.